What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a good day. Today we are back with the Journeyman here, both on YouTube as well as on Twitch. I appreciate all you who are tuning in. Apologies for the last stream not being up on YouTube due to 71 copyright claims. So we have to play different music today. So we're going with copyright-free music from Stream Beats. So music's going to be a little bit different, but we're going to have the same old squad here with Vikingur Gerta. Now, if you missed the stream the other day, hopefully this pops up and changes from black. There we go. If you missed the stream the other day, we have had an absolutely fantastic start. We are 8-0 in the league, as we can see here on 24 points. We are in the quarterfinals of our League Cup, and we also won the Super Cup over Klaksvik, which we ended the stream the other day playing against Torshavn, which they are in second, and that was one heck of a game. It was not easy at all to win that game, but the side is doing well. We're doing well. Our tactics seem to be performing exactly how I want. We have been using not only this 4-2-3-1, but we have used this 4-3-3, I think 1 or 2 times so far, and then we've been using this 4-4-2 quite a bit. So really, really liking what we are getting from the squad so far. We do have to kind of rotate it quite a bit due to, 1, having some older players, but 2, all the suspensions and injuries. We've definitely been having to rotate everyone in and out. And I mean, right now, as you can see, our entire back line are a yellow away from suspensions. So, not ideal. But, overall, we are doing absolutely fantastic. I'm really happy with the start that we have had. Now, we will be entering the Conference League in the next few months in game, as they won the Cup in reality this past year. So, we will be in the Europa Conference League, or at least trying to qualify for it. And I think with where we are currently, we are on target to hit whatever the club wants us to hit, if not surpass it. Now, we only have a contract for this first season. So, as of right now, contract only for a season. So, we are going to be able to potentially be looking for jobs. Currently, there are no open jobs, but looking at job security-wise, there are a couple that may become open. Looking at it, it'll either be Sweden or Norway, but we need to make sure that they are going to be job openings in the top tiers in those countries, because I think if we were to move to another country and be in the second tier, it would be a step down from the Faroe Islands. But if we are to move to the top tier of Norway or the top tier of Sweden, those will be definite step ups for us in this Journeyman. I think we're still a long ways away from getting to like Spain, Germany, Italy, England, and France. But maybe with the other countries, we have a shot. And for those of you that do not know what countries are loaded in for us to be able to go manage in, we have got Belgium, Denmark, England, where we are currently, the Faroe Islands, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland. So we've got quite a few options, potentially at the end of the season, to kind of look about and see, all right, where can we potentially land with a new gig? Potentially even international management and add that to our portfolio. That would be nice. But yeah, overall, really happy with how things have started. We have got a game in 3 days against Toftir, who are bottom of the league on 1 point. So hopefully we can get 3 points from that match. That would be absolutely ideal. Now, one thing that I am trying to do is make sure that we keep on building this squad to make it as good as possible. But in doing so, we're in the red. So definitely going to have to stop building for now and hope that we can kind of just keep on keeping on at the pace that we're going. Keep doing well, keep performing, and hope that we can end up winning some trophies. That is the aims. We want to win, not the aims, that is the aim. There we go. We want to win as many trophies as we possibly can. We already have one under our tenure here at Vikingur Gurta. We will be playing the 4-2-3-1 today due to our starting right back being injured as well as suspended. So, not ideal. But hopefully we can get a good result here. Once again, playing the last place team in the league. They're on 1 point. So, not great for them. That's good for us. Hopefully, we do well. What's up, Marley? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. Just getting things underway. First game of the day against the last place team in the top tier of the Faroe Islands in tough tier. So hopefully we can get the 3 points. If we get the 3 points, we will be on 27 points. Hopefully we get the 3 points. Make sure that everything's running all right on the streams. Good stuff. We are cruising. What would make it even better is if we get a goal. Can we get a goal early on? We have a set piece. Good sign. Ellingsgaard bangs it off the post. Damn. All right. Decent start. We have 5 shots, none on target unless you want to count the one that hit the post. Can we get a goal? Looking at what they're playing, it's a pretty aggressive tactic, so I'm glad that we are playing this 4-2-3-1 currently. Because it allows us to keep 3 back. That is what we want when we are having to play against aggressive, or at least slightly more aggressive 4-2-3-1s. Same with those 4-3-3s. If it's aggressive, we want to make sure that we have at least 3 guys back at all times. Having that inverted fullback definitely allows for that to happen. There we go. Gonzalez to Magnuson. Magnuson was hitting some bangers on Tuesday, man. He was unbelievable. Ball out to Ospino, our Colombian winger. Magnuson, banger. Dang. No goals in the first half. Okay, we might need to switch it up in the second. Might switch to the 4-3-3 because we need to have 3 players back with the tactic they are playing. Have to. Have to. Probably going to make some switches around the 65th minute. One of them being Nielsen. As Nielsen has picked up a knock, unfortunately. Oh, I thought I hit pause. All right. Okay. Let's move Nico up. We will bring on Johansson, as well as Uribe. Who else would I want to switch? Could potentially take after Hartson. I might wait to do that one though. We'll do these changes for now. See if player personnel changes help us. I believe they can for sure. All right, Birders got it, which we have already actually sold our goalkeeper. And we had to bring in a new one on a free. But thankfully we get to have Birder until probably around June time, I believe it is. June, July. So at least for another month. We're getting a pen. Did Nico draw a pen? He did. No idea who takes our pens when... Alright, so Gregerson is the other one. He just blasted that off the post. Alright, so Gregerson definitely not going to be taking our pens moving forward. Not ideal by any means. Johansson wins the ball. Blast it. Boom. I said blast it. He most definitely did. Puts us up 1-0 over Toftir. Great stuff. Hopefully all the audio sounds good today. I know I was trying to fiddle with it the other day. But hopefully it sounds all good. We've got Europa League football today as well. I was watching Bucharest as well as Lyon before I hopped on. Watching good old Tanner Tessman, Corentin Tolisso, Ryan Cherokee. Did not realize Nemanja Matic was at Lyon now. I don't think that man's ever going to retire. You got that Johansson, good stuff. Play it over. Or take the shot and be selfish. You can do that too and miss the net. Not ideal. Oh, wow. We just got lucky. We're going to switch to our 4-4-2. Espino's coming off for Olaf. And then Jensen's coming on for Olsen. We'll see what Uribe can do up top with Gonzalez. I know that it's a change only for 9 minutes, but I'm willing to do it. Get two guys with fresh legs on. Change up the tactic. Keep them off balance for the last 10 minutes. Ellingsgaard, where are you going to play the ball? Whipping it in. Johansson! Let's go. 2 goals off the bench. 2 goals as a super sub. How about that? All right, let's see this out. Jensen, Johansson. I like Magnuson with Ellingsgaard. Very solid duo. Dang, get the ball down, Olaf. Those are the issues we were having the other day, but he was still doing absolutely fantastic. He was doing absolutely fantastic. And this 2-0 scoreline really flatters them. We have had 35 shots. 35 shots to their 7. We only scored 2 goals. Could have been 3. If Otley Gregerson could have put his pen away. Yeah, we did hit the post 3 times. That was a bit unfortunate. Alright. Staff are good. Wait, did we lose a coach? I think we lost a coach. Tactics. We need to go back to the 4-4-2 now. We're going to play Gonzalez up top. We will have Carlsberg out on the right, Olaf on the left. I think I'm going to play Murillo in his first game. And Bruni still out 1 to 4 days. So we're going to play Jensen. And then if we go to Penos, let's just quick pick that again. All right, yeah, he's not taking it. We'll do Jensen, Gonzalez, Jakob. Those 5. With those 5, I think we are chilling. John Hartson has been absolutely amazing as our left back as well. I mean, just absolutely incredible. I did not expect a left back to have 3 goals and 5 assists in 9 league games. Then in the Cup, he's got a goal and an assist as well. 10 goal contributions in 11 games. Very good young left back. All right. Let's hope Murillo has a good first game. What's up, Mixie? Hope you're doing well. All right, so we're trying Diego Gonzalez up top with Sholvey. Oh, you box? That's pretty dope. Old school hockey. How's it going? And you upgraded your membership today. I appreciate that. All right, Murillo's first game. Hopefully it goes well. Oh, you do MMA. Awesome. I prefer that style of fighting rather than boxing. I've always liked the UFC. Haven't watched it in a while, but I do quite like it. When I was growing up, that was when the Ultimate Fighter was getting pretty big. First one I ended up watching was when the coaches were Frankie Edgar and BJ Penn. Peno? Peno. There we go. Shelby should be taking it. Bang. Good stuff. Slotting it right on home. Bang. Bang. 1-0 lead once again. We are going to have to rotate some guys. Like Ellingsgaard will have to come off. John Hartson will have to come off. Gonzalez is going to have to come off. Asanuga, what's up? I saw that you followed yesterday. Dang, Scala just scored. Or Scola. I think it's Scola. Yeah, I was working on some stuff on OBS and I saw on the side, because I have like a ticker of like activity between not only YouTube but also Twitch, and I saw that you followed, so I appreciate it. Alright. We need to win this game. I don't want to drop points. Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you enjoy. Chuck Woody! The set pieces work a charm with that man. He is a corner machine. I can't believe he signed with us, honestly. I was so happy when we got him. Which also, speaking of set pieces, I have a set piece testing thing that I'm going to start doing to essentially make like the best set pieces out there, not only for like outswinging and swinging, but also short corners as well as kind of a little bit of everything. And I have the base set pieces set up already, but I also made a save file where I essentially made like the best set piece side using the in-game editor, and it's a save file, and if anyone would like to help me test them out and get them to being as good as possible, that would be awesome. I already have one person that's gonna help me out with it. I know some of my mods definitely want to, but if anyone else is interested in that, and you're seeing this, if you're watching back the VOD, or if you're watching back the stream on YouTube and you see this, definitely message me on Discord and I can link you up with the not only set pieces to test, but also the save file that you can do it on, to where we kind of have the best possible outcomes for the testing. But we need to make some changes really quick. We need to bring on a left back. We need to bring on 2 midfielders. So Jensen's going to move up. I'm going to play Uribe there, even though we can't really. And Gonzalez is going to come off for Nielsen. Arielson on here. That should work. Actually, No, yeah, that should work. That should work. Just started a Sassuolo save yesterday. Surprisingly in 4th in the Serie A. Usually play 4-2-3-1, but against the bigger teams, I like using inverted wing backs. Yep. Those are both pretty good systems to play in the Serie A. So are you in... You said you're in Season 1, correct? Or did you play through a whole season already to get Sassuolo promoted? Season 1. All right, so you're not playing on an updated database then. Ah, Nielsen, get the ball down. Yeah, that's what I thought. For your next save, definitely try them out. They're a lot of fun. Like this one's allowed me access to the Faroe Islands, which I've always wanted to manage in, never been able to because they're not in the game. Good save. Why did we clear it behind for a corner though? Why did we do that? Alright. We're defending alright. Took 4 of them plus the keeper to stop a goal, though. Get the burger. There we go. Carlsberg's not going to get to that. Good stuff. Awesome. We got the 3 points. It's what we needed. Not the most convincing of 3 points, but we got them nonetheless. Now, we need to definitely play Gregerson at fullback here, but what sucks is he is not a very attacking fullback. So we're going to have to play kind of this same group again. Going to play Johansson, though. We're going to put on... maybe a Spino. Maybe. We'll see. The game's in 7 days, so we'll see how much everyone recovers. Thankfully, we don't train every single day, so... should help a little bit. But being without John Hartson, that's definitely going to impact us because he has been so darn good. They've been so good. I want to know if and when we would be getting a new contract here with Vikingur, because like I said at the start of the stream, like I said on Tuesday, we are only here for this season. We have a 1-season contract. So I'd hope they would sign us to a new deal so we can stay at least for another year. That would be nice. Because say we actually do qualify for the Conference League, I'd want to see that out. Alright. So we've got Stramer now, and then we've got Kloksvik after. We have already beaten Kloksvik twice. I think they're the best team in the country. Yeah, nope, we're not doing that with bots. That's not happening. There we go. Alright. We should be good here. Yeah, we're gonna be good. Alright. If we can play how we have been playing, we're going to be just fine. This is a cup match as well. Our quarter final matchup in the cup. So hopefully we can do ourselves proud in this match. Jensen, Sholvey, Ellingsgaard. Play him through. There you go. Gonzalez. Wow. Okay. We need that ball to be down here instead of all the way up here. So if we can get it down here, that'd be awesome. Probably go in next time. Probably go in. Olaf. Ellingsgaard taken down. 2 players taken down. We're getting a pen. Sholvey. Put it away, sir. Alright, Sholvey is not taking it. Is he? Oh, yeah, he is. He looked way shorter for some reason. But we got the goal. Good stuff. 1-0 lead, 15 minutes in, through a pen from Sholvey. I'm pretty sure every single goal, if not every single goal, almost every single goal he has scored for us so far has been on a pen. Good save by Murillo. Let's clear this. There we go. Not as far as I wanted it. Gonzalez has got that. Jensen, Ellingsgaard. Olaf, let's go. Whip it. Johansson, what a save. What a save by their keeper. Can we close him down? Not allow a shot? Never mind. Jensen, whip it. Chukwudi. That was a low one. I don't know if he mishit that. Nico mishit that. Most definitely. I hope he knows he doesn't need to blast every single shot that he takes. If he just starts trying to place him a little bit, he'll almost definitely start scoring some more. That's unfortunate. We need our right back and 100% healthy. We need our back line to be 100%, and then we're fine. But currently, we just are not showing that. They just got exposed down that left-hand side. That's offsides. Don't even have to worry about that one. But they got exposed down the left side. Berger Gregerson is worrying me. But we don't have another left back option. Unless I play someone out of position. And it's just like, screw it. Like, we could do that. But I don't know if I want to do that. Or if I trust to do that. Play them in. Alright. Seems like anytime Jensen gets the ball right now, the play just dies. Alright, can we score off of this throw-in? Johansson? Thank you for that deflection. We'll take that. I'm not going to celebrate that goal, but we will most definitely take that massive deflection. We're not playing at our best right now. And that's a worry. I'm going to bring you on. We're going to bring you on. We're also going to bring on Nielsen. And then that will do it. That will do it. We definitely need to, some way, somehow, find a way to upgrade to certain areas of this team without spending money. Like, I need to find starter-worthy players on non-contracts. There we go, Espino. Like him. Non-contract left winger that's absolutely fantastic for us so far. His first game that he came on in, he got 2 assists. Now he's come on in another game, and he's gotten a goal. But when he started, he didn't do anything. So he might be a impact player off the bench, is what I'm thinking. Most definitely right now. 3-1 dub in the cup. And both are suspended for the game against Klaksvik. That's not good. That is not good. We are going to play Nielsen up top. We're going to play Bruni. And we're also going to play our usual keeper. Not ideal that we're going to be missing our starting center backs against the best team in the league, even though the best team in the league is currently in third. All right, semi-final. So Klaksvik is not in the draw. So we have a good chance of potentially winning the cup. We just need to keep on performing. We know we can beat Skala. We also know we can beat Klaksvik. But when we've beaten Klaksvik, we've had both starting center backs. you're not going to get what you want here, sir. All right. Thank you for agreeing to that. All right. Now, against this Kloxvik side, I am not sure. I mean, that is essentially the best 11 that we can play. Both center backs got to be able to last the entire game. Hopefully they can. Hopefully we can get the job done. If everyone can perform to their best ability, we're going to be fine. Just worried without our top two center backs. Oh, what's up, Hamza? Well, like I said, probably a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2, potentially try and copy over that one of the Simeone tactics from the video. I appreciate the follow, by the way. Thank you very much. If you are having players, I think you said you had players like Nico Williams, Scalvini, Seshko, Xavi Simons. You're definitely going to want to lean towards a potent attack. You're also going to want to try and make the most of set pieces. If you are going to be... Ultimately, it seems like you want to win the league. So you're definitely going to have to make that your main focus. Obviously, with you being Leipzig, I'm pretty sure that's what he said. You will be in the running, not only for the league, but the DP Pokal, as well as the Champions League potentially. But you'll have to pick which one is most important, essentially. And at some point during the season, you'll have to figure out if you want to full send for the league. So resting some of your better players to ensure that you keep on going on good runs. But if you are wanting to get the most out of your side, 4-2-3-1 is probably going to be the way to go. Now, out of my 4-2-3-1 tactics, of which I have many, I would say probably... There we go, Ellingsgaard. Awesome. I would probably say target practice is one to look at. Power of the Orange is one to look at. Trying to think of some others. Let me actually take a look real quick. Let me take a look for you. Let's look at some recent 4-2-3-1s that I've done. Because target practice V1 or V2 is good. Aston Villa Highway, that's a good one. Ellingsgaard with a second. Is it on? I gotta see this highlight real quick. We're up 2-0 though. So that's good. Olaf. Ellingsgaard. No, he didn't. What a shot! But back to tactic recommendations for you. Aston Villa Highway would be pretty good. Frosty. Frosty is a great one. Thumbnail for that's Cole Palmer with the Santa hat. That was the Christmas tactic that I did. 4-2-3-1 fire. That's also good. If you want a Bundesliga-based one, you could try the In Good Company one that I kind of modeled off of my philosophies of Vincent Company's as well. That's another option for you. Yeah, target practice, Shelby, thank you, 3-0 lead. Target practice is my favorite 4-2-3-1. I'm still using the original version, actually. Absolutely love it. But out of all the other ones that I named, I would probably give Frosty a go. Frosty can essentially help whatever side it is win games. Sounds good, my man. You're very welcome. Come on, Olaf. Play him through. And he's shooting it again. Olaf, there are more people on the team that can help you if you give him the ball, my man. He's not in his scoring form from Tuesday. The 4-3-3s that I've gotten to work are my Mando ones. 4-2-3-1 is, in my opinion, the most overpowered tactic that you can use. Everyone always says 4-2-4. I believe the 4-2-3-1 is better. I also think 3-back tactics are incredible as well. John Hardson. You got that. That was very risky. Could have gotten a card, didn't need a card. When that happens, you need to adapt on the fly. I've kind of been showcasing how I do that with the stream Tuesday as well as today. Had to do it quite a bit on Tuesday. Not gonna lie. Shelby, bang it. He's a deadeye from the spot. Absolute deadeye. But like here, for example, I'll show you what I mean by it. So, we're playing this 4-4-2. We're doing great against Clockspeak right now. They're playing a 4-3-3. They, at, say, when we're up 2-0, they will probably go a little bit more aggressive. We would then need to counter that if they keep on trying to do that in the second half and we're only up 2-0. We would need to counter that with the tactic we are using. So instead of using my 4-4-2 right here, in order to counter that, I would switch to my 4-2-3-1 because I have an inverted fullback. So we ensure that we have an extra man back, or could also go with my 4-3-3 because I have a halfback and he drops down as well to ensure that we have an extra man back. So if you have multiple systems that can complement each other, as well as ensure, okay, if they're throwing numbers forward, I have a system I can switch to prevent them from capitalizing on throwing numbers forward. That's going to help you quite a bit. Oh, Fletch. I love Fletch. Absolutely love Fletch. Him and I did a video together. I really enjoyed doing that. It's the only video I've ever done like that, but absolutely love Fletch. Very, very smart man, especially with tactics. But yeah, you definitely, if you're, say you're playing that 3-back system and you're starting to struggle against a smaller team, just switch. Try and counter what they're doing. It's super easy to tell. The biggest tell, yeah, discard all changes because I didn't actually make any changes. The biggest tell on what a team is trying to do is when you look at their back line. Currently, that is the biggest tell in the game. If they are rocking fullback, wingback, or inverted wingback, complete wingbacks, they're abandoning the back. They're only going to have 2 players back. So if you see that, you know, all right, I need to have an extra man back right now because they're sending it all forward. And then if we win the ball and counter, we're going to win that numbers game immediately. So definitely look to do that. And a good system to do that with, if you're going the 4-2-3-1 route, would be having Frosty as well as target practice. If you were to do that, that would work really, really well for you. And you just switch between the two, depending on the scenario. Alright. We're going to bring on Espino. And Diego Gonzalez. I'm going to play him on the right, see if he can score. Shulvey with a goal right before he comes off. I've got a couple of good ones. I really like the 3-4-3 blue. I've got 3 different versions of them. And I recommend any of them. Each one scores more goals, though, throughout the iterations. As well as concedes less. Some others, I would probably say Green Arrow. Green Arrow is one. Or no, not Green Arrow, Valhalla. 3-4-3 Valhalla. Which I believe there are 2 iterations of that. Kratos. Although I haven't really tested that one recently, so I'll probably go with the blue or Valhalla over that. Forza was pretty fun as well. I did that one with Juve. But those 3 systems I would definitely try out. So with two 10s, that ends up being a 3-4-2-1. I like both. I like the 3-4-2-1. I also like the 3-4-3 with the wingers. I will say with the wingers, you need some quality wingers, for sure. John Hartson, Whippen, Nielsen, dang. For not having our starting center backs, we have way outperformed what I thought we would do. Way outperformed. And that goal by Ellingsgaard was fantastic. Oh, no. Hamza, you're all good. If you got questions, I will answer them. Try and help as much as I can. That is, I had this conversation on Tuesday with some folks. My videos are there to educate and help. I want to help get everyone to the point where, like, yeah, they download the tactics, but when they're downloading the tactics, they're able to watch the videos, learn, utilize the tactics, learn, adapt it to their own style, and then eventually be able to make game-breaking tactics all on their own. Trying to create some tactical geniuses in the FM community. That is the aim. Not just plug and play. Which, don't get me wrong, some of the tactics that I make are good enough to do that, but I would rather people try to adapt, change, create their own play style from it. Essentially, I've got Gormy Ball, you'd have Hamza Ball. That is the goal. One thing I have never been able to achieve, I will say, from either the board or the fans with transfers, is an A rating. I'm pretty sure like B minus B is the highest I've ever gotten. All right, we need to get him back in. Boy, I also need Gregerson on the bench. So I will, for right now, take off Carlsberg, I guess. I was just talking about this earlier. We got a new contract offer. Alright. When I make 442s, I can only ever get them to work with 2 DMs and not in the CM slots. They can work in the CM slots. I will say, though, they're not as good. They have, last year and this year, they have put a big-time emphasis on defensive midfielders. If you have good defensive midfielders, then you will do very, very well. Like, very well. One way that you can make it work, and I've done this in the past, I think I actually did this with the tactic this year, have one in central midfield, one in defensive midfield. If you do that, it can work. Alright, so they're just offering us a new 1-year deal. I'm confused. It said 1 year, now it's showing 2 years. Yeah, I guess we'll take it. Alright, so when's it up? Okay, so next year. Alright. November 30th of next year. So essentially, we're locked in for another year, technically. Unless a big club bigger club in a bigger league comes in for us. We're doing well, though. I don't know why I'd want to leave. And essentially, this entire team is signed on for another year, too, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The only thing I think we will need to do, land some center backs and a left back. I'm not saying to take over from John Hartson, because John Hartson is great. But we will need another one. Sorry, I had to sneeze right there. But we did way better against Clockspeak than I thought we were going to do. I just realized I did not do opposition instructions. Which essentially is just putting certain people on their weaker foot at this point. Because I don't want to risk too much. So being that I'm American, it's a bit different for us. But I support my local club, St. Louis City SC. But my European clubs are Liverpool and Dortmund. I've also got soft spots for Swansea City as well as Mainz and Wrexham. Wrexham is due to playing a save with them before I even knew that Robin Ryan bought him. What a goal, but it's offsides. Story behind Swansea City, though, that was actually the first club that I watched in England when Brendan Rodgers was the manager. And then I followed Brendan Rodgers to Liverpool. And I fell in love with Mainz, actually through FIFA, but also Jurgen Klopp. Followed Klopp to Dortmund. Followed Klopp from Dortmund to Liverpool. So it all just kind of worked out. Thankfully, I was already a Liverpool fan because of Brendan Rodgers' time from being at Swansea and then going to Liverpool. What's up, Mixie? But what club do you support, my man? Well, yeah, your head probably hurts because you were just sparring. Obviously, it's going to hurt. Yeah, I was going to guess. Everyone's a United fan. Everyone's a United fan in the Football Manager community. Alright, we need to one, skip that song because I was not in the mood to bang my head currently. But also, we need the boys to score a goal. Oh, trust me, I know all about that, except I got hit in the head by pucks because I was a goalie in hockey. Get there. Alright, never mind. Johansson going on a run. Definitely needed to play that off, but Olaf's got it. Nielsen, Ellingsgaard, Olaf, play him through. Nielsen, slot it. Thank. I am very happy that we scored right there, but ain't no way Nielsen just linked up on the left side with them so well like that and then hits the post. That's insane. I think United fans need to just give Amorim more time, but also I think, and I mean absolutely no offense from this, Man United fans suffer from delusion for far too long that they are still the same club that they were under Sir Alex Ferguson. It has been a long time since that man managed y'all, and you guys are not going to get to that level again anytime soon. You need a full-blown project of building back up. And I think the best possible thing that can happen to you guys is not playing in Europe. Just focus on domestic. That would be the best possible thing to happen to you guys. New gens are not in the save yet. They will be come October. And we also just signed a new contract. There we go, Johansson. Be smart with this, though. Yeah, I was going to say playoff spin. Oh, yes! I am always bringing him off the bench. Always. Every time. Yeah, I think Man United needs to believe in a project and give Amorim time. Man United will get back to a elite level eventually, but the players are the problem, the owners are the problem, it's not the managers. Mourinho wasn't the problem, Oli wasn't the problem, Ten Hag wasn't the problem. I'm not sure the same players would come through, Mixie. Kieran McKenna is a very solid manager. But with managing a club like Man United, I honestly think there is now more pressure on being the manager of Man United than the English national team manager. But I mean, I think the last time United was great, anywhere near the success that they possibly could have had, like the best maybe like 5 years, was under Mourinho. But I mean, another club that was probably going to do great things under Mourinho was Tottenham, and look how that went. He got him to a cup final and they sacked him. How that makes any sense, I don't know. Yeah, and that's one of the things that I think is missing for y'all at United, because at Liverpool we have an identity, we have a culture. Everyone knows what they're playing for. I don't think right now many of them know what they're playing for at Man United. A lot of them are playing for themselves individually, and it's very sad to see. I think that Y'all have some pretty promising youngsters. But just your guys' fan base is so divided and not knowing what they want. Half of y'all want to get relegated. Half of y'all want to qualify for the Champions League. Half of y'all want to win the league. Half of y'all just want to see the whole thing burn to the ground. It's very confusing. But Tuchel, I don't think, is a short-term manager option. I think if you bring in someone like him, you believe in the long term. That's something he hasn't really been given the opportunity to do since Dortmund PSG. How is everyone on yellows? This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. There's 4 players in the starting 11 not on yellows. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Yeah, the 4-2-2 is very good, especially the manager of Leipzig. Can't think of his name right now, but his 4-2-2 is busted in this. Alright, let's go beat Streamer again. Yes, Marco Rosa. And my other journeyman that I've been doing like offline this year, when I was at Lazio, he ended up going to Inter Milan, and he made life very difficult for me. Very difficult. Really? For me, it's always different people. The one constant is either Zinedine Zidane or Tuchel ends up at Newcastle. We need to get a shot on that. It'd be great if we could do that. Johansson, there we go. Shelby. Olaf, great run. Great run, Olaf. Fantastic. Awesome. Great pass from Shelby as well. He's been stepping it up today. The other day he wasn't like all that impressive. Today though, he has stepped it up big time. Great stuff from the vice captain. Or 37-year-old vice captain. Alright. We can add another goal. That'd be sick. Because I want to switch up formation against them. Play a little bit of 4-3-3. Even though probably shouldn't. But we need to start using that. Because we've only played it once or twice. We're trying to ensure numbers back. Retro Gamer, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Gonzalez! What's it going to take to get this guy to score? What's it going to take to get him to score? Stream's going well. We're playing well. Dealing with injuries and suspensions, and our goalkeeper's not doing all that hot today, but we're still doing all right. Still doing all right. Yeah, it's gotten pretty bad. Holy smokes. They did like a little refresh update a little while ago, and it's just ramped it up drastically. Alright. Come on, Magnuson. Magnuson hasn't popped up with anything today either. John Hartson, neither of you. And you just did. Good stuff. Fantastic. What I love is that he's a left back, and he's essentially almost having a contribution a game. Yeah, that's very true. I like doing the retro databases sometimes. I got to be in the mood for it. Alright, so Ellingsgaard will be suspended. John Hartson will be suspended for the next game. I'm going to bring on you. Switch to this. What else? I think we'll put Nico on the right, Jorgen up top, and that'll be all. Although I could also do that. We'll do that. Alright. Good stuff. 6 seasons in, there you go. Yeah, this is season numero uno. For this Journeyman, we've gotten offered a new contract already, which is good. Shows they believe in what we do. I hit praise, didn't I? I guess I did not. Alright. On 39 points so far. We win our next game, we're on 42. We've got our derby match coming up, and we have 3 suspensions. Not awesome. So we've got a Spino playing. We've got Jensen. We're going to need Journeyman. We're going to need essentially Gregerson out on the left again, even though he can't do it, and he's proven that. Put Thompson on the bench too, why not? Nielsen's gonna play. And that'll be our group right there. Not sure if I should play Murillo or not. I think we will. It's a derby match. He needs to learn to play in high pressure situations. So after Fuglefjordur, we have got our cup game. Alright, goalkeeper is now gone. Alright, so now we need another goalkeeper. Is there a goalkeeper I can bring up? There's one down here. Is he healthy again? Now, Fio Cruza we can bring up, but I think we're going to bring up Hans Jakob Arngrimsson. Him. Even though he's 5'11". Never mind. Fio Cruza it is. Alright, that's a new squad. With the departure of our keeper. Real quick, I just want to see, are there any jobs available? There are. Not upgrades, but now Viking would be. What's up, Wiggly? Everything is swell. We are doing all right so far. We are in first in the league, 39 points. We are in the semifinal of the cup, and we have won the Super Cup already. Our next match is our derby match, and then we play the semifinal of that cup. And we are currently dealing with injuries and suspensions constantly. So hopefully we can make it through with all those. We also just lost our goalkeeper, but thankfully I brought in Murillo. We're playing a center back at left back and an attacking role as well. So he's been a liability there, but we don't have any other option currently because our current starting left back is currently suspended. I forgot to do these again, didn't I? No, I did them. Yeah, the 422 is pretty darn good. I prefer the 442 though. I've really liked the 442 this year, not gonna lie. It's been a lot of fun. It's way better than in years past. Bruni, Jensen. Bruni. Great find. Fantastic from Nielsen as well to finish it. Very good. Yeah, old reliable 4-2-3-1 is the best tactic out there. 110%. It's very good. It's very versatile too because of the roles. Because you can essentially give the sense of you're playing a 4-2-3-1, but then it's a false 4-2-3-1 because of how the roles work. Cosmic Noise with the subscription on Twitch, I think. Yes, on Twitch. 56 months. I can't believe I've actually streamed off and on for that long. That's crazy. But I appreciate the subscription, Cosmic. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well and having a good day. Up 1-0 over our rivals, Fuglefjordur. Bro, I'm hitting praise, and it's making them mad. We're up 1-0. We're playing well. I don't get them. And we get scored on. I don't get that. Team's been doing very well. This is our 14th game of the season. We haven't lost yet. Hopefully, we don't lose at all. That'd be great. But I don't think that'll happen, unfortunately. So just gotta keep on keeping on. Doing the best that we can. Yes, they're mad about getting complimented. If you try and encourage the players to go on, get a goal, go on, try and do better, they get upset. If you're leading, which is weird. And then Fuglefjordur just scored again. It's always down that left-hand side. We need a left back. I'm thinking. That's why I've gone a tiny bit quiet. I'm trying to think of what I can do to counteract this currently. Whether it's player subs, tactical changes. I'm also trying to see if we actually capitalize on this attack. We do not. Alright. Playing a 5-back. I think the last time we played them, we played the 4-2-3-1. We're going to switch to the 4-2-3-1, and we're making changes, and I know exactly what changes we're making. I know that he can't play left back, but he's going to for this game, for the rest of it. All right, come on, let's at least get a point. They're a man down. Yeah, that happens quite often, Cosmic. What's a little wild is we can't get anything going against them. This is crazy that this is going to be our first loss. Never mind! I never said that. I never said that. Never said that was going to be our first loss. Well, at least we got a point from it. 40 points in 14 games, I'll gladly take. Magnuson's hurt? I didn't even... Okay. Alright, let's, we're gonna clear this real quick. Rebuild the lineup real quick. I wish all of them weren't on yellows. That'd be great. Alright, where is our bench? We're going to put Fio Cruza, Gregerson, Gonzalez, Uribe, Espino, Carlsberg, Olsen. And that is what we'll have for now. Unless I do... Yeah, Svensson. What is Svensson? There's a bunch of them. The one I'm currently using is the SAS24 skin. Absolutely love it. Another one that's good is the WTCS skin. Or the Just skin. If you like super clean and simple, do the Tato or Kojuro. And if you like Moneyball, Musterman. Kind of all depends what you're looking for. If you're wanting one that looks crazy cool and nice, OPZ Elite. SAS24. SAS24. I'm looking at what the players are doing. Certain ones definitely deserve to be here. Certain ones we definitely need to upgrade from. But we don't have the facilities to do that. You are very welcome, TK20. I didn't even know he was here. Did not know that we had a 37-year-old fullback. Because he hasn't played a single game for me. Alright. So we've got a cup match. We need to win this cup match. Also want to look at jobs again. Just see if anything pretty big is popping up. Viking might be a move if it becomes available. Or Norrköping. But we did just sign a contract, so unless something big comes available at end of season, we're staying. Dude's name is Oswaldo. Oswaldo. Not Oswald, Oswaldo. Alright, so we have our first round qualifier coming up. Gonna skip the draw though. Where are you? Luxembourg. Alright. Second qualifying round would be Shelburne in Ireland or Olympic Ljubljana. Are you serious? Yeah, we're not beating Ljubljana. That ain't happened. That will not be happening. Ari Ellingsgod. Wait, are they related? Does not say. Alright, hopefully we do well. Get the 3 points. Ellingsgod, bang. What was I talking about getting the 3 points? This is a cut match. This would not be 3 points. This would be a finals appearance. Bang. All right. Pressure him, please. Thankfully, he saved that. Can we win the ball off him? No? Okay. At least they did not score. At least they did not score. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Nielsen. All right. I don't know what Nielsen's doing today. Really don't. All right, he found Jensen at least. Bruni. Johansson. Let's go. Let's go. Jensen out to Brenny. Brenny down that right side. And then finding Johansson in front of the net. Great stuff. This is a lot of highlights within the first 15 minutes of the game. I mean a lot. Nielsen, what is he doing today, man? No idea what he's doing today. Chukwudi. What a ball. What a ball. What a ball from Chukwudi. What a ball from Olaf. And then a great finish from Sholvi. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Yikes. All right, can we add another here? Jensen, Chukwudi, bang. Great. He is a corner scoring machine. Chukwudi, dang. Thought he was about to make it a brace. John Hartson, Sholvi. He's made it a brace. There has been 7 goals in 24 minutes. Defense is optional. We have 6 shots and all 6 are on target. Jensen, dang. Bruni. Ellingsgaard. Alright, never mind. This is a much better performance than our last match, but still not happy that we conceded twice. Sholvi, Johansson, bang. Sholvi has showed up today. He has really, really showed up today. Goals, assists, leading by example as the vice captain. That all started from our captain, our 40-year-old captain, Gregerson. All right, can we, don't want to be greedy, but can we not concede? Never mind. I was going to say, can we not concede and then counter and score another? But no, we're going to concede. I will admit, I'm not too pleased with how our defense has been today. Not been too pleased with how our defense has been today. Also been playing Murillo today, so that might be why as well. Because we didn't play him at all on Tuesday. But we're going to need him to get a clean sheet sooner or later. Sooner or later, he's going to have to do it. Johansson, hat trick, dang. Jean Hartson. Overhit Chukwudi, unfortunately. Just by a little bit. There we go, Bruni. I think our fullbacks are MVPs. Like 100%. They've been unbelievable. I hope they both end up being mentioned, if not winning, but mentioned for player of the season. Because they've been that important for us. They made a big, big difference. We're going to go with that. Go with those changes. Hopefully it helps. Now Uribe can't play off the right, but I'm just playing Uribe wherever I kind of feel like it, honestly. There's no reason we can't. He'll get used to playing different positions. Spino, he's been great. As a substitute, he's been great. Shelby, turn and pass. Thank you. Ari, I know you're not the quickest or best playmaker, but you found a way to get the ball to the front of the net, even if it was by the help of the opposite team. And Nico Gonzalez has his first goal for the club. So that is fantastic. I would like to say this is a quite convincing win. Which, I mean, we've scored 7 goals, so definitely fits the bill for that. But I just don't like conceding. Now 8 goals. Okay. Shelby with a hat trick. His second of the day. At least I think that was a hat trick. I think he was on 2 goals and 2 assists. Wasn't he? Never mind, we got a highlight right away. And concede again. We just really don't like playing defense today. I mean, really. Give me 1 sec, chat. Alright, there we go. Now it's all good. Alright. 8-4 win. No defense was played. Plenty of offense. Hat trick and an assist. Johansson is suspended, which means Carlsberg is in. Magnuson is now back as well. So we'll bring him in for Svensson. Tara! What's up? Hope you're doing well. Oh, that's over 2 legs? You're telling me there was 9 goals in the other game? So, all 4 of us just decided not to play defense whatsoever. That's crazy. Alright, when's the second leg? Why is the second leg all the way at the end of the season? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm doing alright. Glad you are doing well. We are, save-wise, also doing very well. Semi-final, second leg. We won the first leg 8-4. Won the Super Cup. We're in first on 40 points. Next closest is 27, which is Klaksvik, who I thought was going to run away with the league. I do not know his nickname. No, I do not. I don't even know if I can pronounce that name. His nickname's Daddy's Boy. That's funny. We signed a new contract, so I'm not really, as of right now, looking to go to any of these clubs. And even so, if I do leave to go to any other clubs, it would have to be in a top tier somewhere. So right now, if Strokes Good Set decide to sack their manager, it'd be like them or Norrköping or yep, that's it. Those are the two. Those are the 2 options. Because if I am right, never mind. They're in a relegation battle, but they might survive. So we don't know. It'd be awesome if Malmo wants to sack their manager at any point in time. I'll go there. Or if their manager wants to go elsewhere. Like, are you wanted by anyone? No, you're not. Why leave? We'll have to move on at some point, but we just signed a new contract, so we're chilling. I'm just keeping options open is all. Juan Pablo, would you sign on a non-contract? Yes, you will. Because we need a pacey striker. That's something we don't have. Well, it's great. We don't have registration rules. So, we are big chilling. That was quick. Juan Pablo, welcome to the Faroe Islands. Olaf. I have never had this happen. Bro, what are you talking about? This is the weirdest. This is the weirdest, and I mean weirdest, complaint I've ever seen. I subbed him for fitness. And he's mad? What is going on? You're not gonna get away with this that easily. I'm not letting this go. Brother, what are you mad about? What is going on? Exactly, Cosmic. Mad just to be mad. Mad over a substitution. If this is what happens when I have Sunday League level professional play for the manager, this is crazy. This is nuts. This is not normal. Exactly. Can't believe how unprofessional you're being. What is happening? He's one of the best young players on the team. And he's just like, I'm done with you. What is happening? You're one of the best young players in the country. You're on a 7.7 and you had an assist. Great. But then I was rotating you. What is happening right now? This is crazy. I mean, absolutely wild. Just crazy. All right. I'm going to bring you on up. That just doesn't make any sense. I've never seen that happen. Ever. Well, I'm glad he felt he was playing well, and he was playing well. But I substituted a man after he scored a hat trick. And he isn't complaining. What is is that new? Is that like a known thing? You have a request? Okay. What is your request, Cosmic? I don't know. That is a lot of channel points. I don't even know, honestly, what the channel point things are currently, because I haven't done them in so long. Huh. Yeah, I can look into revamping that. I can look into revamping that. I'll put it in like the Discord or something, like what people would want. Like, I have absolutely no idea what to do for those half the time. But if y'all have any recommendations on top of what is already there, then let me know. I just don't understand why that player kicked off like he did. Never seen that. Ever. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing in the Discord. Unless, one of the things I could do, you know those soundboard things? Like you redeem points and then it like plays a noise or something? Might do that. Yeah, I'll definitely need some recommendations. Challenges? Like what? Like to make it harder to win? FM can already FM me. If I made it like more difficult, that'd be, well, difficult. What a goal. The 40-year-old captain doing an Irish jig. That's so funny when they do that. So funny. Let's not concede. I'm just going to stop saying it because then we do. I'm just going to stop saying it because then we do. Penno! Penno! Shelby steps up to take it. Deadeye! He has been on fuego today. Very good, very impressive, the 37-year-old vice captain. Mario, you want to distribute the ball, bud? Thank you. Oh, real quick. Now that I'm thinking about it, chat. So, on Tuesday, I said I was going to have the AI face packs installed. At least for the staff, because we got to wait for the youth intake with the players and all that to where it actually has players to put faces on. In doing so, I discovered, did not know this, I've discovered that there is no config file for the staff faces. So, in order to do the staff faces pack, you have to do it on your own and write the code and do all that fun stuff. So, I am not entirely sure I'm going to end up using that one. I could just do it with the player faces pack because that did work. But the staff one did not. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that one. The players one I'm 100% going to use no matter what. But I got it to where the player one worked as well for the staff faces. And it actually kind of made sense too. So, with the ones that they were given. So I might just do that. But I do know that some people in the Discord were asking about how to install it and all that. If those of you who are asking are currently watching, you have to do it all yourself. Which is quite annoying, but if you figure out how to do it, then it'll definitely work. Oh, he's guarding Nielsen. He's offsides, isn't he? He is not offsides. He looked like fractionally offsides. What is your random idea for the channel points, Cosmic? Not really. I haven't thought about doing that, mainly because I'll just be honest, I don't want challenges messing with a save, because if we're going on a potential invincible season, I don't want to have someone spin a wheel and it says play 3 goalkeepers. And then it's like, all right, well, yeah, we're definitely not winning that game. Great goal by Carlsberg, though. That's my thing with that. Like, it's, don't get me wrong, I want y'all to have options for the channel points. It's just coming up with good enough ones for y'all to spend the channel points on that don't impact the save in a negative way. Dang. Peter Knudsen. So that's the challenge in and of itself of setting up those channel points. Is getting it to where they're fun, but they don't cost me games. Yeah, we'll go with those two changes because everyone's playing well. Yeah, that's what I need to try and figure out, but it's like, what do I do for it? Dang. Because it's an interesting thing to try and figure out, as well as balance, to towards best of both worlds. Yeah, that's usually how it is for me as well. However, I subbed off a player to keep his legs fresh because he was tired last game. And because he was on a 7.7, he's pissed at me now that I subbed him off and now he wants to leave and doesn't want to play for me. That's never happened. So, pretty frustrating. Chukwudi, once again. I think he's had like 3 or 4 goals today. But also I wish that we had it to where I was allowed 2 more players on the bench. It would make making subs a whole heck of a lot easier. But we got to deal with what we got. All right. Through 15 games, we have 43 points. What's our next game against Kloxvik? We're without our left back and right back next game. That is insane. That's just crazy. We need left backs and right backs. Carlos Arboleda. Would he sign a non-contract? Nope. We need a non-contract player. Who is this? Would you sign a non-contract? Nope. But how much would you want? Can't do it. Bernardo Caldera. $200 for French? Nope. Yainer Torres. Bro, what is it with that? Non-contract? Sweet. He's got some pace to him. Oh, that's crazy. 625 pounds for an appearance fee? That's a no-go on him right there. Alright, those two would be great. Managing MTK Budapest and the U team doesn't have a league to play in, and most can't find a loan deal. Do I keep them in the first team or should friendlies? Do friendlies. But so what you can do, add them into the first team. They train with the first team. And then they also, you make them available for the second team to play, and you have them play friendlies. So they're training with the first team, but then playing friendlies to stay match fit and grow. That's what you do if you can't get all of them loans. That should help drastically. All right. So potential left back and right back coming in. That'll be better than playing center backs at right back and left back. Yo, what? All School Hockey, if you are still here and can hear me, Colton Parayko is going to miss the rest of the season. See, Engagement Hearts, it's just been unbelievable, man. He's so good. So good. Where is... Hold on. Bruni. That would be a heck of a player for this league. What league are they in? They're in the second league in Serbia, I guess. Sorry, first tier or second tier? Kabasanko, welcome to the club. We got a right back. Election day arrives for the club. We also got our left back. Some great potential in both of them. Both on non-contracts. Both got sent there. They need to be up. And now I can have Sanko here. And take down your eBay for... Where'd he go? Shooty. And we're gonna play both of them. That's what we're gonna do. And hope that all goes well. Personal message following elections. There are no plans to provide the club with any investment. Did not expect you to at all. All right. So we have got Bultfalag. And then we have our Europa Conference League qualifiers, which we should get through this round. Next round we probably won't, though, because we will most likely have to play Ljubljana. That ain't great for us. Alright. So everyone's actually going to be able to play. That's good. I was a bit worried. But we are all good. And everyone can play. Another 5-back. This did not do well against the 5-back. The 4-4-2, that is. But we will see how it does for the first half at least. You can wear 34. You can wear 72. All right, let's go. 3 points. Come on. Right before the Europa Conference League match. Let's get 3 points. Get us closer to 50. Hit it in. Chukuri, Olaf, goal. Good stuff. I wonder how many, not goals from corners, but goals from set pieces that we have. That was offside, seriously? I didn't think it was that offsides. Or if it even was offsides. Because we don't get replays, unfortunately, like showing us that they are. Why didn't you just play them through? You definitely probably would have scored. Magnuson. Nielsen. Bang. All day. All day. Olaf. Shooty. Olaf. Bang. Off the post. Bang off the post. No pen. Play it wide. Thank you. Playing well so far. Probably due to actually having a left and right back that can also play instead of playing center backs out wide as fullbacks on attack, because can't do that. And goal. Atle Gregerson, the 40-year-old captain. These set pieces have been fantastic for this group. Not sure I'm going to have to change them up all too much for the set piece video that I want to do for y'all. Which I'm hoping, because I'm going to start the testing tonight, I am hoping I can get... What the heck? I'm hoping I can get them to where I want them to be. And then y'all will have the video next week. I'm also wanting to do a Nottingham Forest tactic as well, which I might try and do that, if not tonight as well, tomorrow. I gotta do some more research on it though, because I want to try and have, if not 1, 2 videos out next week for y'all along with the streams. and then it'll allow me to start working on one of the FM movies. Which, that'll be a very fun one to do. Which, Cosmic, with how you were talking about challenges, it's a challenge rebuild that is going to be done. What a goal that was. That's going to be done like an FM movie style. Kind of like how I did the Clopfather a little bit. So I'm looking forward to doing that for sure. Sholvi, Ellingsgard, Olaf, someone make a run. Or be selfish and take the shot. He's been a problem today. Not only is he being selfish, he's also complaining about getting subbed off. To a level I've never seen before. I never even knew that was possible, because it had never happened. Gregerson, Magnusson, Carlsberg. Sanko and Shuti have done pretty alright so far on their debuts, I'd say. It'd be cool if one of them can get an assist or something. Or shoot, even combine for a goal. Wow, Olaf hit the crossbar from there. You got that. Good stuff. We might, honestly, almost finish the season today, I think, chat. Which, that'd be crazy. Because if we do, then that means the Saturday stream would be super analytical. Because we would have to set up the whatchamacallit, the spreadsheets, and export all the stats and everything. Which, unfortunately, we're not going to have the money to do Moneyball signings at this club. So it's going to be a little bit different. But, based upon the team that we currently have here at our disposal and everything, we'll be able to do Moneyball with the squad at least. And ensure, all right, this is who we want to build around. This is who needs to step it up. If we're keeping them around, this is who's going. All that good stuff. All right. We're going to take off Carlsberg. And I don't care if he gets upset. We're going to take off Olaf. We're also going to we're going to take off one of Magnusson or Ellingsgard. We'll do Ellingsgard. We will do that. Those will be the 3 subs that we make for this match. Sako and Shuti with very good debuts. Spino, can you make a contribution like you always do off the bench? That was offsides, wasn't it? No? Okay. We're playing it all the way back to Mario? Where's Mario playing it? Alright, Magnuson's going on a run. Sanko. Hit a ball, Sanko. Jensen, bang it. He banged that. Into the stands. Into the stands. Jensen. Shuti. Espino. Sanko, goal? Sanko on the debut. How about that? On a non-contract. Gotta love that. Very good. He blasted that too. Absolutely blasted it. All right. So it's looking like we're going to see out the 3 points right before our Europa Conference League match. Which, of course, we have to get through each qualifying round to qualify for the competition. And if we get past this team from Luxembourg, we will most likely have Ljubljana from Slovenia waiting for us. Wow, what a shot by Nielsen. I've been on him all day. And now he's showing up. Big time. Big time. That's crazy. Absolute banger. Absolute banger. Nielsen. Chukwudi. Sanko. Back out to Sanko. Gonzalez? Why was I calling him Nico? It is Diego. Very different names. Diego Gonzalez. Not Nico Gonzalez. Diego. Good stuff. Coming off the wing as well. He's starting to hit his stride. 6-1 dub over the 4th place team. $46 points. And after our next match in the league, we only have 10 left in the league. There's only 27 league matches. This is a vibey music. Not vibey music, vibey song. There we go. Alright, so we are playing Progress Lederkorn. I think that's how you say that name. Progress Niederkorn. Out of Luxembourg. So hopefully we can win both games against them and move on. Wow, what do you know? We can actually have more substitutes. This is great. All right, Brunny, you're there. Uribe, Mosquera, and John Hartson. And one more, Thompson. We're going to go with Brunny and John Hartson. And that'll be the group that plays. We're going to get Mosquera on in this game. We're also going to do something I haven't done the entire time. We're going to rest him a day. Even though they don't really need to. But we're going to rest him a day. So after Europa Conference League game, we've got Torshavn again, the second place team in the league, and we know how that went on Tuesday. For those of us that were here on Tuesday, that was a heck of a game that went down to the wire in a 4-3 scoreline where we ended up winning. Lamine Correa. Nah. I don't have any money to pay for him. Alright, so we are projected to win. I am also projecting us to win. Oh, they don't have to be registered because they need 21s, correct? Oh no, alright. Alright. So it's like everyone playing right now? Nah, just the smaller countries and clubs. Vaduz is even playing. They're playing FC Noah of Armenia. Ooh. All right. Hopefully, we can get the job done. Juan Pablo needs a number. Juan Pablo can have 74. And we are about to be underway in the Europa Conference League. All right. Hopefully, we can get the job done. Get a first leg win, leading to a second leg win. We're playing a 4-2-3-1. We're going to have to see what roles they're using, of course. Chukwudi, Ellingsgaard, Olaf. Not great. There we go, Bruni. Good intercept. Played in. Nielsen. Someone going to run for him. Give him an option. Got plenty of options now. Because that man with the ball at his feet is dangerous. That's okay. That's not a pen. All right. Play it in. Bang. 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 Great stuff. All right. Praise. Go score another goal, please. Looking at their tactic. Oh, how did he not bang that? But looking at their tactic, this is one of those teams where we're going to have to switch to the 4-2-3-1 in the second half. 100%. They're going to try and overload us with numbers. So we need a 2-goal, 3-goal lead. And then second half we switch around 55, 60 minute mark. All right. Not good. Offsides. All right. All right, we need another goal. Can we go get a goal here? That we definitely need. Olaf, Ellingsgaard, Nielsen, Bruni, Carlsberg. Place it. That was a shot. He missed the net that badly. Oh my word. That's crazy that he missed the net that badly. That's insane. No way he saved that. Thank you for the cleanup, Nielsen. I can't believe that keeper just saved that on Carlsberg. That's crazy. Absolutely wild. Like, look at this save. And now slow motion. What a save. Point blank. Point blank. And he makes that save. Magnuson. Carlsberg. Make up for it. And he can't. And he can't. Chukwudi. Bang it. Ellingsgaard has been such a fun player. Such a fun player. What a shot. Alright, we got the lead that we needed. Now, we just need to get to that 55-minute, 60-minute mark. And then switch as we get another goal from Ellingsgaard. Then switch to the 4-2-3-1. Although right now, we're doing really, really well with this 4-4-2. We might not need to change things. Formation-wise, player personnel-wise, we will. Unless I want to change the tactic, just change the tactic. Which, if I do that, it would be the 4-3-3. Close them down. Unbelievable. That happened to us on Tuesday. Oh, it's offsides? Cool. Because that exact same thing happened to us. Not happened to us. Happened for us. Alright. 60th minute. We're going to make the changes. Okay. How do I want to do this? Ellingsgaard's playing great. I think we stay with the 4-4-2. We're going to bring on Jensen, Mosquera. We're going to bring on Spino and Gonzalez. And I think that's it for now. That'll be it for now. Hopefully that doesn't cost us. Alright, can we counter off of this? Get a goal. Yo! The trees! I just realized there's a bunch of trees. I'm so glad that that mod was actually made. Like, the trees actually don't look like flat Stanley trees anymore. Looks so nice. He is giving them way too much space on that right side, and if they score, it's his own fault. They missed drastically. John Hardson. Boom, 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 boom. Bruni, Ellingsgaard. That was a bad giveaway. I wanted to leave Ellingsgaard on for his potential hat trick, but he looks tired. But then if I take him off, he's going to be mad that I took him off. So it's a lose-lose. Good stuff. 4-0 win. Great first leg performance. Ellingsgaard with a great game. All right. So Sanko's there. We need that can be a Hansen down here for Shooty. All right, and then that'll be our group for this next league match against Torshavn. Although, actually, Carlsberg not going to play. Johansson going to play. That's what's happening. So we've got a 4-0 lead here. What was the Ljubljana score? Ain't no way Shelbourne beat them. Wow. So we might be playing Shelbourne from Ireland instead of Olympic Ljubljana. Which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Viking jobs available. Oh boy. The Viking job is available. I can't believe it's available. That league's really close. Making your group to how many signings should be made today? 71% think we should make 3 or more. Well, we can't. And we already have a pretty decent sized roster as well. Well, thankfully, we are getting the absolute most out of what we have. Like, we're playing really, really, really well. Hopefully, it continues against Torchwood. This. All right. So, everyone's on yellows, which isn't great, but we will make do with what happens. We've done it all season. Ellingsgaard is not fit for this game. That's a problem. So we got to go Jensen. And Shuti's going to come on at some point. All right. There we go. Let's get her done. 3 more points on the board. We'll be sitting on 49 points if we can do it. We have had some very good performances today. We've also had some very sketchy performances today. Hopefully, it's one of the better ones. Gonna highlight off the rip. I was gonna shout encourage, get the boys going, but it seems like they are going because we're up 1-0. Great song. Good vibes at the right time. Good bounce for us right out to Magnuson. I mean, right out. Bruni. Shelby. Oh, good save, Mario. Yikes and away. Huh. I realized that we just scored. Great that we scored. I'm checking up on the YouTube stream, and it's acting weird. Don't know why. We had no issues on Tuesday, aside from the 71 copyright claims because of the music, but we got new music today, so hopefully that doesn't happen. I think things are alright. Well, it seems alright now that I've looked at it. Alright. This game we will 100% go to a 4-2-3-1. Oh, how did that not go in? That's crazy. Alright, keep her up. Alright. So, we're going to make 3 defensive changes. 1 tactical change. And a midfielder change. Right now. Alright. So Gregerson is coming on for Chukwudi. Shuti, Sanko, Gonzalez. Bang. I did not do that. Did not do that. Brother. You're telling me I gotta go into this, load it in the middle of the game? Alright. Scrolling. Where? I don't even know where it would be. There we go. And there we go. Got it. Oh, go Nico. Not Nico. Diego. Why do I keep on calling him Nico? Alright. Please do not make a mistake. And they made a mistake. Why do I think and or say anything? Bang it. Upper 90. Come on, Olaf. He hit the crossbar again. He is really good at doing that. Good stuff. Good stuff. 3 more points. We are not making things easy on ourselves today. Playing very lackadaisical in defense. Alright. Ari's back. Svensson's back. Carlsberg's back. Thompson's back. Mascara's back. Svensson not back. Instead, Uribe. We are going to go with Ellingsgaard. We are also going to play Diego and Mascara from the get-go. As well as Ospino. And no, we are going to play Svensson. And hope that all goes well. Lots of changes, but need to do it for fitness levels for the league. And we will be missing our left back and right back again for the next league match, which is annoying and unfortunate, but not much we can do. Not much we can do. And then after this progress game, we have got... Who did that say? Scala. Which I believe... Is that the second time? Yeah, second time playing them. We've already played B68 twice. All right, so yeah, we're into the home stretch here. After this progress game, we've got progress, then Scala, Toftir, Klaksvik. So yeah, we're in the home stretch. Scala. We've had to play Scala 4 times. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 times this season. Kind of crazy. All right. All right. We're playing a lot of the youngsters. Gotta admit, we're playing a lot of youngsters in this game. Hopefully they can get the job done. And not for a single point of the game today can we hit the encourage button. Because we are up what is now 4-1 on aggregate. And if I am to yell encourage at any point, they'll get mad. Even though we're losing 1-0 right now. Chukwudi, dang. Dang. Great. Signar Abruni. Assisted by Jensen. Oh, man. All right, so 5-1 on aggregate now. Absolutely fantastic. We're cruising. I just don't want to lose the game. And Jakob Johansson is making sure that we don't. This team has been very impressive. I mean, like, ultra impressive. Can we make it 7-1 on aggregate? And then I'll try stopping us from scoring. Try and focus on defense. All right. Doing well. We'll switch to the 4-2-3-1 again. Or actually, no, we'll go 4-3-3. This time we will go 4-3-3. Johansson, look for someone to make a run. That was not it. At all. Oh boy. I'll just make it on the fly right now. And we're going to have Gonzalez on the right. Johansson's coming off. Ellingsgaard's going to go down there. Lotmar right there. We're going to have... Where is he? Am I tripping? No. Shuti. Sanko. Yes, still live, Hamza. That we are. Alive and kicking still on stream. Ugh. We're flying through this season so far. Well, there you go. And now you're back for some more FM. Alright, where is he? Svensson's going to move up. Otley's coming on. Put Uribe on. Even though he can't play it at right wing, he's going to. Speaking of weird, he comes off the bench and scores all the time, or sets up goals. Then he starts and doesn't do anything. I want to yell encourage at them so badly, but I can't because we're winning on aggregate, and I don't want to lose the game. Get the ball down by like half a foot, and it's in. Arnbjorn. What a name. Is this a good highlight or a bad highlight? So far, it's a nothing highlight. Jensen, Solvi, Uribe, Mosquera? What the heck was that, man? What a save. Alright. Well, we're going to lose the second leg. But we won overall. That is our first loss the entire time as well. And we will be playing Shelburne. As they beat Olympic Ljubljana 4-2 on aggregate, which I did not think we were going to have to play them. But now we are. Carlsberg there. Where's Olaf? Olaf. Otley's in. Mascara there. Alright. That's the lineup. That's it. We have played 17 games in the league so far. We have 10 left. We're 16-1. And I'm not saying the other number. Then we've got 49 points. 40 goal differential. We're into the second qualifying round of the Europa Conference League. Have an 8-4 lead in the semifinal. We got the second leg to play at the end of the season, and we have won our Super Cup. Needless to say, a pretty good first part of the season. I mean, we're 2/3 of the way through, but you know what I mean. Now we've got a game in 3 days. They all need to rest today. And stop picking up yellow cards as well. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. We're playing super well. Highest scoring team in the league. We've also conceded the fewest by 9. We are... Wow, we're a pretty dribbly team. Also up there for tackles. So if I look at our data hub, I find that stat so weird because we score a lot of headed goals. So it doesn't really make much sense to me. But overall, attacking wise, data wise as well, we are unbelievable. Defending wise, very, very solid as well. And we are right about where we're supposed to be, too. We're outperforming our XG by 7. And we have 11 more points than we should, apparently. So we're outperforming what XG, XA, all that says. Which I'm completely fine with. Now, with our squad as a whole, Chukwudi has been fantastic. Vatmar has really stepped it up today. I mean, really stepped it up. He only had a couple goals coming into today, and now he's double digits. He leads the team, actually, now. Ellingsgaard has been a very nice surprise. Jen Hartson has been fantastic. As has, where are you, Bruni? But Bruni's slowed down, not going to lie. He had such a hot start. But he has cooled off. Olaf needs to figure himself out. But overall, we're doing well. Need a bit more from Diego. Carlsberg's been solid. But overall, we're doing okay. Alright, so after Scala, we've got Shelburne. Actually, you know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking, folks? Let this process, that I can tell you what I'm thinking. I think based upon how far we have gotten in 2 streams, if I went for another hour, we would probably almost end the season. I want there to be something to play for. on Saturday, which is the next stream, because we're in the semifinal second leg. We're up 8-4. I am saying this right now. We will be in the final. With how big of a lead, which is 14 points, at the top of the table that we have on the next closest team, which is Klaksvik. Even if Torshavn win, it would still be 14-point gap. We should win the league as well. And I don't know if we'll win the cup, but we should win the league. We've already won the Super Cup. The goal today was to hunt trophies. We've achieved that goal. We're making it very easy for ourselves to hunt down those trophies. We've also got Europa Conference League qualifying, which I think, and I'm very glad, that we do not have to play Ljubljana. I think we can beat Shelburne. We're going to have to be very, very good. I think we can beat Shelburne. With saying all that, looking at the schedule, we've got 10 league games, 2 cup games, and as of right now, 2 conference league qualifying games. We have a lot to play for, with it being a cup final with a potential win, a league title, as well as potentially, depending on who we keep on drawing, if we make it past Shelburne, qualifying for the Conference League, which would be insane. I think we should save this until Saturday and have a lot to play for. Because not only are we playing for a final appearance and a potential final win, meaning we would have 2 trophies, we're playing for a title win, but also, if you look at a certain column, we're playing for something that I don't think anyone's done in the Faroe Islands that I know of, which I will 100% know if they have or have not by Saturday. We're playing for a lot. I think it would be incredible if we achieve all of it on Saturday, or do our best to achieve all of it on Saturday in the same day. So I think we're going to save the rest of the season until then, because we could honestly finish it today if I just power through it. But I would rather leave something for Saturday, finish the season on Saturday, and then we start the next season on Tuesday. I hope that sounds like a plan. I think it sounds like a good plan. Makes a lot of sense to do it this way. Gives people time to catch up on everything as well. And yes, it was a little bit shorter today, but that was because, we were flying through games, honestly. Absolutely flying. So I think we're going to finish the rest of this season on Saturday. The squad is playing very well. We do need some other players to step up, though, for sure. Because we were kind of lackadaisical in defense today. But overall, we're playing well. I'm very happy with the way that we have been playing so far. But we need to kind of just drill home that we are one of the best teams in the country on Saturday. And then we can potentially win a cup as well as the league title in incredible fashion. So hopefully we can do it. It'd be incredible if we can. It'll be a bummer if a certain achievement doesn't happen within the league. But winning the league nonetheless is definitely the main focus as of right now. So that, I think, is going to be where we leave things for today. I appreciate everyone that tuned in, followed, subscribed, became a member, whatever you guys ended up doing. I appreciate it immensely. We will be back on Saturday around the same time that I went live today. That it's Saturday, I think a majority of you will actually be able to tune in instead of missing because of work or whatnot. So that's why I did want to pick one of the days to stream as a weekend day, so that more of you had the opportunity to tune in and enjoy the Journeyman save. But yeah, if you were tuning in right now, the whole VOD will be available to you on Twitch, and the whole video this time will be available on YouTube, because I'm hoping the music is all going to get cleared, because it's all copyright free music. So hopefully it all goes well. If you missed today's stream, you'll be able to catch it on both platforms. We'll be back on Saturday to finish up the season, hopefully win a cup, win a league title, and potentially qualify for the UEFA Conference League. So, wherever you are in the world, please have a great rest of your day / evening. Until next time, everyone.